morning, students. In previous class, we had learned different cell organelles, nucleus, cell membrane, ribosomes, lysosomes, Golgi body, endoplasmic reticulum. Now today we are going to learn about the mitochondria. The main cell organelle in the cell is mitochondria. So that today we are going to learn about that one. So you know the lesson name is cell, the structure and functions. Cell, its structure and functions. So today we are going to learn about the mitochondria. Before that, learning mitochondria, we have to learn the activity given in the textbook. So the activity is given in the textbook, no? So what is that one? Let us learn. Observing the mitochondria. Okay. For this you have to prepare the Janus Green B solution. Which solution? Janus Green B solution. For this you have to take 200 mg, 200 milligrams of Janus Green B and 100 ml of water. 200 milligrams of Janus Green B and 100 ml of water mixed together, and now you have to take the Janus Green B solution and one onion peel. So one onion peel you have to take and you have to take one watch glass and add some onion you have to add some Janus Green B solution in it, and you have to soak the onion peel in it. Okay, onion peel in it. So after half an hour, then take it and you have to watch in the microscope with the high magnification. In the high magnification, you have to watch the onion peel in microscope. Okay, then you can observe the mitochondria in it, but you cannot see clearly like this shape, but you can observe the dots. Okay, you can observe the dot like structures in the onion peel. So what you have to take? First you have to prepare the Janus Green B solution, and you have to take in one watch glass and again soak the onion peel in it for half an hour, and then after half an hour you have to take it and then you have to keep under the microscope. That means you have to prepare a slide. So you have to keep on a slide and cover it with a cover slip and then observe under the microscope at high magnification. Okay, then you can observe the mitochondria in that. Okay, so now we can see this mitochondria in cheek cells also, in onion peel cells also, so that you can understand. So now let us see the topic. So what is about our mitochondria? So here our mitochondria, the shape of the mitochondria is like this. That means the linear section of mitochondria is this one. So here now I will explain about the mitochondria. So the shape of the mitochondria is spherical or cylindrical. So what are the shapes here? We can observe in cylindrical shape or we can observe in spherical shape. Okay. Next here the mitochondria size is 150 times smaller than the nucleus. The size of the mitochondria is 150 times smaller than the nucleus. The shape is spherical or cylindrical and 2 to 8 microns long, 0.5 microns wide. Okay, 2 to 8 microns long, 0.5 microns wide. And in each cell we can observe 100 to 150 mitochondria in each cell. So 100 to 150 mitochondria in each cell. So here we can understand the topic of the mitochondria here. The shape of the mitochondria is spherical or cylindrical. So the size of the mitochondria is 150 times smaller than the nucleus. Next, the size is here 2 to 8 microns long, 0.5 microns wide. Next, here we can say that in each cell 100 to 150 mitochondria are present. Next, let us understand the structure. Here it is the membranous structure. Two membranous structure. The mitochondria is two membranous structure. One is outer membrane. Second one is inner membrane. Two membranous structure. Outer membrane and inner membrane. The inner membrane protrude into the inner folds. So inner folds. That means the inner membrane makes the folds inside. So that inside folds are known as matrix. The inner membrane makes the folds inside. So that's why the folds of the inner membrane are known as matrix. The folds of the inner membrane are known as matrix. The space between the inner membrane is known as cristae. The space between the inner membrane is known as cristae. The space here is there, no? This space between the inner membrane is known as cristae. The folds are known as matrix. I think you have understood clearly. Okay, this is about our mitochondria, and the mitochondria is essential for each cell and each organism. Why? The mitochondria, the function of mitochondria, main function is produce energy. So produce cellular energy. They perform the cellular respiration. During the respiration only we get energy. We get energy during the cellular respiration. So they are producing energy to do the functions, to do work, to do every work we need energy. Where this energy we are getting from mitochondria of the cells. So in each cell much more mitochondria are present, no? So that mitochondria are producing energy in the form of ATP. So that ATP energy is essential. So that's why they are called as powerhouses of the cell. Because of they are providing us energy, they are producing energy. So they are producing power. That's why they are called as powerhouses of the cell. Okay, understood? Now once more let us learn this one. Cellular respiration goes on in mitochondria. So the mitochondria are present within the cell. This cellular respiration goes in mitochondria. During cellular respiration, energy is produced in the form of ATP. With that energy only we can do our works. So that's why they are called as powerhouses of the cell. I think you have understood clearly. This is about our mitochondria. Now let us learn about the chloroplast. Before chloroplast we have to know one thing. So plastids are the cell organelles present in the plant cell. Cell organelles. Plastids are the cell organelles present in the plant cells. Where they are present? In the plant cells only. Why? We do not prepare the food materials. Only plants are the capable of producing food materials. So that's why plastids are present in the plants. So the plastids are of three types. Plastids are of three types. What are the plastids? Here we have given chloroplast, chromoplast and leucoplast. What are that? Chloroplast, chromoplast and leucoplast. What are that? Chloroplast, about that chloroplast. Here the membrane is here, outer membrane and inner membrane. Three membrane structure it is. Here outer membrane, inner membrane. Inside the membrane, the thylakoids, one of one another they are arranged. So each one is called as the thylakoid, and total the bunch of thylakoids is known as granum, and the open one is known as lumen, and the remaining portion is known as stroma. Remaining portion is known as stroma. Okay, so what are the main parts of the chloroplast? Outer membrane, inner membrane, thylakoids. The group of thylakoids is known as granum, and remaining portion is known as the fluid filled portion is known as stroma. Okay. Next, let us understand about the activity given for the mitochondria observation. So for this, mitochondria, not chlorophyll, chloroplast observation. So for this activity is given activity 3. For this you have to take one rheoleaf. So rheoleaf, and you have to take the one portion of the rheoleaf, take the peel. So you have to stroke it for in one stroke you have to stroke it and take the rheo peel, and you have to place on a slide, and you have to pour one drop of water, and you have to observe under microscope. Then you can under the microscope you can observe the green color granules. You can see this chloroplast under the microscope, just like green color dots. You can observe green color dots under the microscope. Okay, that are nothing but chloroplast. Okay, next here we can understand by the algae also. So you can take the algae strips. Algae means you know that the nacho. So that one you have to take one strip of algae and keep on the slide, and pour one drop of water and keep a cover slip on it. Cover it with cover slip and keep under the microscope and observe under the microscope. Then you can see the strand-like structures, green color in the under the microscope. So you can understand about this green color structures. There is no perfect shape, no, different shapes are there. So next we are going to learn about the vacuole. Next one, what? Vacuole. So where you can see the vacuole? You can see the vacuole in plant cells. Vacuoles are the main portion of the plant cell. They occupy the almost all entire cell space in the microscope, in the cell. Okay, you can understand that. Take a leaf or the almost all. You can take the fleshy leaf, just like a cactus, aloe vera. So you can take the fleshy leaf of the, fleshy means succulent. Succulent means fleshy. So that leaf you have to take and take the cross section, and under the microscope you have to observe. For that you have to prepare the slide, and you have to, first of all, you have to keep in watch glass and pour some water. Then take it with the help of brush and stain with the dilute saffron solution. Dilute saffron solution. First of all, you have to take one cactus succulent stem or the fleshy stem and do the cross section. Take it and keep in the watch glass and pour some water. After some time, you take with the help of brush and add some dilute saffron solution, and next then keep on a slide and cover it with a cover slip, and watch under the microscope in low and high magnification. Okay, low and high magnification, then you can understand the empty space. You can see the empty space in the cell. So the empty space is nothing but a vacuole. So the main function of the vacuole is the removing of exporting of unwanted materials from the cell. What is the function of the vacuole? Almost all the removing the unnecessary unwanted materials from the cell. Okay, they occupy the entire cell of the space of the cell and they remove the unnecessary materials, and they are present almost all in the plant cell. In animal cell also present, but very small in size. But in plant cell they are big in size, and they remove the unnecessary materials from the cell. So now today we have finished the cell organelles topic. Cell organelles topic, but tomorrow in next class we learn about the cell, where does the cells come from, and the cell theory. This all we learn. Okay, today your homework is draw the diagram of mitochondria and chloroplast. Next you have to learn the topic and you have to write this cell organelles, functions and the structure and everything in the fair notes. Okay, this is your homework today.